That's why women suddenly feel overstimulated, emotionally raw, unable to push through things, suddenly extremely allergic to things that they once tolerated, and deeply aware of their own unmet needs. And it feels psychological, but it's biological. This phase often feels like waking up because the hormones that once helped us override ourselves stop doing that job, and patterns we tolerated for decades become impossible to ignore. So you start to see emotional labor, unequal dynamics become obvious, self-abandonment becomes painful instead of automatic. And for me, it felt like I was putting on 3D glasses and watching an instant replay of the last 20 years of my life, where every pattern of imbalance, every moment of overgiving, every unmet need just came into focus all at once. And with that clarity came a lot of anger and resentment. So once that hormonal buffering shut off, it felt like the wool had been ripped from my eyes, like I had been asleep and suddenly I was awake. I felt compelled to take everything I had ever believed off the shelf, one belief at a time. Marriage, motherhood, womanhood, faith, sacrifice, mental load, the role that I played, expectations, all of it. I had to literally unpack each one, look at it honestly and deeply, and decide whether it still fit or whether it needed to change. And this is where things got really messy before they got clear. For a while, I was angry at my role, angry at the expectations that were being placed on me, angry at the imbalance I felt between what was required of me versus my husband. I felt small and invisible, like my sacrifices were just assumed and taken for granted instead of honored by society, my family, and even sometimes by God. But here is what the anger helped me see. Part of that imbalance I felt was real, and part of it was also biological and totally temporary. So for years, my hormones supported a season where my child's survival and well-being genuinely needed to be prioritized above my own. Those hormones increased my capacity for endurance, bonding, and self-sacrifice. But that wasn't a flaw. It was necessary, and it was beautiful, and it was something that I would never take back. Those sacrifices did not diminish me. They forged an unbreakable bond with my children that no one else could ever replicate. But as my fertility declined, those same hormonal buffers began to shift as well. Not because something was wrong with me, but because that level of self-override was no longer required of me.